All right, we are catching up to Black Forest action, and we have villager fights and scout fights, and this is messy. Hard for me to cast when it's going this fast, but we have Gamer Legion towards the southeast of the map, and it is Doubt here in the red. He's the one who's been starting off with the aggression against Margu. I'll do the full introductions and everything in just a bit, but because the player changed, the score changed, the scoreboard changed, everything changed, I will have to get to this in just a moment. Apologies, guys. The map is Black Forest, and very rarely do we get to cast a Black Forest game. So this is exciting. High-level Black Forest. This is Return of the Clans $5,000 tourney. And Sato, Anno, and Margu took game number 1 quite nicely against Gamer Legion. And both these players are fighting off for a good wall position right now. And Doubt says, no! I will not allow it! I will not allow it! Now Doubt shows up with more vills. Now what does Margu do? Yeah, Margu's like, oh, I'll join the party with my villagers. This is going to be a never-ending cycle here. Because both players want to get a forward wall position down. And neither player wants to give up this space. Because that space will be really important. Now, Margu, I'm actually playing in a tournament where it's very common to see Vill Wars against Margu later on today in Masters of Socotra. And I'm scared of him because he's quite good with that. He doesn't exactly have all the support from his teammates. Viper Scout is weak. Doubt Scout is weak. I think Margu lost a scout earlier on. I wouldn't say that Doubt is necessarily the best at Vill warring. But this could honestly happen. This could continue to happen for the rest. Oh god, I'm on the wrong scene. Excuse me. This could continue to happen for a long time. Okay. I mean, who's gonna give up and say, you know what, have your forward wall position? Not Doubt. And not Margu. So here it's about to be 10 villagers versus 9. And it's really tough to get the walls done. I think even walling up the pond would be worth it. Holy crap. On the other side, we have a nice little casual relaxed wall, so that's not an issue. Here in the middle, you actually have Anno walling up. So that's smart too. Because it would be a potential idea for Viper, who's hearing about this, to maybe go for something like scouts or something with Spanish. The Vill War continues. And, okay, forgive me, just 1 second. I'm going to pause it. Trust me, this is going to be worth it. Let's change the names because this is annoying me. It just doesn't look good. It annoys me that capture age always resets every time there's new players, but I guess that's just how it works. We're going to work out a team game format so it looks a little cleaner, a little better than what I use for right now. If you guys have seen my 1v1s, you guys know it looks a little fresher. Also, video coming out in the next 48 hours, probably will be on YouTube if this ever hits YouTube, as Doubt will try and wall. That shows the new capture age format. And, oh, wow, he's giving it up. Oh, God. Oh, no, Doubt doesn't have the wall down. Oh, God. Margu has more HP here, if that means anything. Oh, geez. This is so funny, dude. Players are so stubborn, and rightly so. See, at this point, you both have idled half of your economies. So you don't want to give up on this. And Doubt, I think he lost the house foundation too. What's his eco look like? Oh, sending more vills. All right, here he comes. Should have picked Berbers for faster villagers. Look at Margu using the front villager to block a bit. And okay, we are going to see, I believe, scouts. No, we're not going to see scouts from Anno. I'm sorry. It felt like a fast uptime, but this is honestly a normal fast castle uptime. Oh, my word. Okay, Doubt drops a wall over here. He tried to go for a gate. Gate didn't really work. Margu's 2 villagers, though, are trapped. Margu is a beastly quick waller. Doubt is going to be really annoyed if villagers get through. And, oh! Now run, lady, run! Because that'll go down. You have to run. Also, you could fight this, I guess. Okay, runs away. Doubt sending more vills. Okay, so it's important to note that Margu is the Spanish player, and Margu is the one who would want to go fast castle conquistadors. So I actually think this is better for Gamer Legion because... Doubt, finish your palisade wall, dude. I think this is better for Gamer Legion because stopping Spanish from fast castling is a lot more important than stopping Celts from fast castling. And now Doubt adds more walls. Doubt, your house is going to go down here, buddy. This is ridiculous. Let me in. Where's the let me in meme when you need it? Let me in. I don't know what the crap is happening right now. This is insane. But it seems like Margu is getting the worst of this. Because again, Margu would want to go fast castle conks. Look at Viper though. Oh wow, Viper here. Adding a barracks. And Margu can't go fast castle conks. Margu isn't on the way to feudal age. Doubt's gonna add a dock, and Doubt is defended. Is the villager attacking too loud for the viewers watching right now? I hope it's not. And Viper just received some help there from Jordan. Let's do the proper introductions as the Vill War continues. The Vill War is very loud for me. Doubt's playing as the Celts. Viper's playing as the Spanish. Jordan over here is playing as the Ethiopians. I wasn't expecting that. And it is Black Forest, so yes, it is already explored. That is standard. Up against Jordan over here, we've got Koreans for Sito. He's not on stone, so I was wondering if maybe he'd go for wagons. He's not going to do that. His pocket is Teutons, or Teutons for Anno. He's fast castling. And then you've got Spanish for Margu. So we've got that out of the way. Now we go back to the Vill Warring. And Doubt's villagers actually kind of got... somehow another villager got through here. And now there's 2 villagers from Margu being annoying to Doubt. So Doubt's probably not having the best of times here. But I think his eco is better because he's probably collected more resources. That said, he is spending a lot of resources on repairing the house right now. It's a little sad, actually, as we have a villager coming here. It's a little sad that we're just seeing what looks to be like a full boom for Mano. Because I really would like to see knights come through here and siege or something to kill Doubt. That would probably just wall it off. Look at this. Doubt's villagers are now trapped here. I told you, Margu is a beast with quick walling. I get to play against this player right after the cast here. Fun times. On the map for Vill Warring. It's going to be... I'm banning Berbers. Let's just put it that way. Okay, we have a full boom here for Jordan. I just noticed there was actually a sneak Vill here for Anno. And that was walled in at some stage. So I completely had missed that. Anno now stonewalling up. Viper has a stable to probably send knights this way. Viper signaling something over here. Not sure exactly what he's signaling. He sees Doubt's point of view, of course. I think he's telling Doubt to run around and try and wall them in. If I had to guess, I would say that's what he's trying to say here. Okay, villager quick walls from Margu. Feels like this is a lost cause. Feels like this Vill will die. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my... Nope, he failed with it because he... probably was losing a villager elsewhere. I failed with that one as well. Is on the way to feudal age before Doubt, so in theory could go for like a transport ship after a fire ship or 2. This is ridiculous, man. Viper, though, is not booming, guys. He was also very late to castle age compared to the other players. Which is weird, because Viper didn't really... Ah, he is on stone. Okay. That would explain some of it, because he wants to go for a castle. And aha, there it is. He's dropping a castle here. That makes a little more sense. And he's going to be able to drop the castle, also add the TCs a bit faster because Spanish build faster. And he'll be fine. So this has been a fun time, right? I don't know why Doubt added so many fishing ships. It feels like 6 fishing ships for 3 shorefish is a bit much. But, you know, he's farming a little bit as well. Okay, there we go. He's got more farms going. I expect the Vill count to be very high for Jordan here. It already is, but I expect it to be much higher. Doubt hasn't even clicked up yet. He's got 50 eco. 50 eco Dark Age. What in the world is that? Anyways, we should see fire galleys for Margu. And Viper's going to pressure hard here. Like, we might even see petards from Viper. Might even see siege. You can see now that Margu is going to stonewall this. And I think Anno is going to stonewall this. They're communicating. Because they are worried about that. And that's what you wanted. When you loaded up this game with Spanish, you wanted the Spanish player to be able to do this. So it is something that I think benefits Gamer Legion. The fact that Doubt, as he's added a transport ship, what? Doubt has just distracted the Spanish player. And of course, later on, you might want Celts to boom, but that's much later on. I think Celts become strong here in post-imp. They're not as important in Castle Age to the team. Okay, walls down. Viper sees another wall. We'll see more and more walls behind this. Doubt now. Oh my goodness. Doubt showing what he's made of. So we also have the fire galley, which is actually... Oh god, Doubt, you've trapped yourself. Abort, abort. 2 docks here, man. And now Doubt's gonna add fires. And another! It's double dock versus double dock. What is this? Have you ever seen anything so ridiculous? They're fighting over 1 pond. Like, is it even worth it at this stage? I know the position's important, but like, come on. This is ridiculous. There's gonna be a demo raft coming out. Viper's still trying to break through. Anna went for fortified wall, which is not something you see in pro games a lot, but I like it. And Doubt nowhere near clicking up to the Castle Age, but Margu is on the way to Castle Age. So there's that. Good work from Doubt, though, to get revenge. I'd say he has the lead, at least when it comes to the eco. But my goodness, man, that was ridiculous. We'll see a tower here from Margu. Now, if Viper's going to break through anywhere, he's probably going to try the side that's not fortified walled, right? He's probably going to try this way. Meanwhile, over here, we have a big push from Sito. Oh, Jordan could get a massive, ridiculous shot here. Oh my god, please. He can get 4. Oh, but the guard tower sees it. The shot from Sito. Oh, wow, that was sick from Sito. How did he go from potentially losing everything to losing nothing there? Wow. Wow, 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 wow. This came out of nowhere, guys. I do not think it was expected by Jordan. He's just been free booming. He's going for guard tower defense now, which is not a bad play. I think a little unfortunate for Sito that those walls are positioned the way they are because he's been unable to hit the towers with everything. And this will stall out the push. So good job, Jordan, as he's got 80 villagers. Back to the side everyone cares about. It looks pretty wild, and we might even see water upgrades for Margu here. As Viper has gone for... Did he transport across? No, he's making a transport ship, and they can see the dock. So Viper's making a transport ship. Viper's sending the conks this way. And Sito with a big volley, but no, it won't land. Also trying to wall up behind this, and oh man, there's so much potential here for Jordan. Oh! Okay, kills a monk, kills a mangonel, not awful. Okay, another monk, another mangonel. Really good engagements for Jordan there. Great defense. Okay, here come the fires. Again, you have to question, is it actually worth it to fight over this at this point? Here comes Viper, and Viper's like, I got this. I'm going to transport, boys. I'm a beast. Let's go. Let's kill everything. And wah, wah, wah. Time to go back. Should have just pressured these walls, probably. Still no imp times, but we should be getting close to that. And it is Jordan who has the Vill lead. But he has lost a little bit of space, and that space is really important on Black Forest. As a whole, the ecos are actually very close. So that's impressive. But the military count is higher. And yeah, now Doubt is probably going to out-boom Margu because he's Celts and has the wood bonus. I know Margu's faster to the TCs, but I think Doubt's going to go for some crazy 4 or 5 TC boom and just... He'll say, I've done my job. Good luck, Viper. Good luck, Jordan. Oh, wow. I'm not sure what I think about this castle here for Jordan. Sito is imping. If Sito can just... Oh, he's castling here. Okay, I was going to say if Sito could castle the hill. What do you do long-term with Koreans here? Feels like your choice with Koreans is probably... wagons or siege onagers. I would like to see bombard cannons and siege onagers. It is Black Forest. You tend to see a lot of siege on this map. I like to see a lot of trade from both teams because they do have Spanish. Spanish have a team bonus where there's more trade per trip. Viper just, he so badly wants to kill something with these conquistadors, but he has been unable to find a real opportunity. So I guess, you know, that's been very well played by, very well done by the Frenchman. I shouldn't even say the Frenchman, Deceptive Baguettes. because they've stopped any of those opportunities from really happening. Okay. I noticed this Black Forest generation seems to have really compact woodlines on the flanks. You see how little space there is for trade? I'm not sure if I like that. It's like extra foresty. You have more walls here for Margot. Margot at 61 vills, down at 69. Nice. And we have royal heirs for Jordan? What? That's so Showtells create faster, guys. But Showtel, the thing about that tech is that Showtells already create really fast compared to other unique units. So it feels like a tech that you, A, might not even need compared to, you know, researching other things. And then B, you would only research if you're going to continue to make a lot of Showtell warriors, which I don't think he's going to do. I think he will, he's getting that ahead of time. And what he could do is he could onager cut and he could run in with the Showtells, actually. Maybe that's his plan. Yeah, that's actually not a bad plan if you get onager. Maybe cut through the trees and then run. We'll see. They could cut with onager. I mean, and then if Viper brings the conks as well, that would work really well. Gamer Legion has a lot of military. Now we've got onager on the way already. And we've got Cavalier on the way already for Anno, who's got a disgusting economy. He's got more farms than anyone. He's got more on gold than anyone. So he's got the perfect setup here for Paladins. What if they cut right through the mid? I mean, Viper's going to switch into Paladin as well. I like this decision. You need to have one player on Paladin. You could always still use these Conquistadors. This is what I had mentioned before about this position here. With this castle, you're very vulnerable to a Treb push. And Jordan is researching chemistry so he can make bombard cannons. Chemistry takes a bit. And he has not researched onager yet. Now, I don't remember how much royal heirs cost, but again, like, if that delayed onager in any way, shape, or form, that could be seen as a really weird choice from Jordan. Okay, here comes the cut. Now, look at Viper's point of view. Something I don't like is how you can hear it when you don't see it. Okay, that doesn't work on Capture Age, apparently. But in the game, you can actually hear the shots when you can't see it. And this could be awful for Viper. This could be disgusting for Viper. Oh my goodness. He might have just spotted it. Look, he was going to build an outpost, but I don't think they were expecting the cut to come through this way. Very rarely does the pocket go to the pocket. Very rarely does someone say, hey, I want to challenge Viper right now. And here come these slow but tanky Teuton Paladins. And Viper immediately adds the gates. And Viper's got to be careful. As you can see, Gamer Legion, this is so typical for them, are starting trade earlier. See, the markets are just now going up for Deceptive Baguettes. Over on this side, we have Jordan losing 2 bombard cannons. So Jordan may be distracted by what he's heard on the other side. The Paladins are going to make it in. Jordan with the house walls. That's why he lost those bombard cannons, guys. And Jordan has to build a castle that he very much was not hoping to build. And this also all blocks off their trade right now. So, great pressure here from Deceptive Baguettes. I said again before this series that I felt like this team could get a win against Gamer Legion today. They are really good talents, really good strategy, play together all the time in team games, even more than Gamer Legion does. Paladin just 90 seconds away. Remember, Teutons get additional melee armor. And, oh, don't trap yourself here, Anno. Oh, don't trap yourself here. Oh, God. He's trapped himself. Oh, no! Jordan, make a house behind. Jordan, make a house behind. Oh. Okay, well, the units can free themselves. But over here, Jordan's having some big problems. He's got war wagons on him. His castle's down. He could end up losing all of this. It's not the biggest force for Sito, but it will get nasty. Remember, Doucht's just full boom right now. The Viper takes this fight. Viper does have more. However, Viper has not clicked Paladin, which I think is an important thing to note here. The once it's Paladin is Viper. Viper, he drops the gate. So he stops reinforcements, which is a big moment. 10 seconds away from Paladin here. That should, in the end, just be taken out. But good job from Gamer Legion to stall it out. As you see Jordan. Does anyone know if he got Torsen engines? Suddenly, he's got a lot of bombard cannons. He's pushing this back. The Halbs are actually a great unit choice against wagons. And great recovery from Jordan. That said, he just lost a few bombard cannons. Okay, Paladin in. For now, Anno's spending a great deal of time focusing on that gate. Now Viper is about a minute away from Paladin. Also, I like the castle for Viper to kind of hold this position. He's got castles on either side. I think Anno is unsure on what to do and if to engage right now, which is making it awkward. We're going to have Doubt going for Onager right now. And as I said before, I expected Doubt to surpass his player Margu in eco. He has done so. And here we have an engagement, but it's really hard because of the chokes to get a good engagement here. And so Viper's conks can just sit here, and Conquistadors still do 16 damage a shot. So this is a good fight for Viper, I think. Good considering the circumstances, right? It could have been a whole lot worse, put it that way. Dropped another castle here. Their trade is flowing, so they're getting more gold in return. And Sato still kind of 50-50 here with Jordan. Really wants to move in there with more towers, I bet. The Viper now has Paladin. It would make sense to continue to make conks. Looking at the trade numbers, it is getting up there for Anno as well. But here comes Doubt, and Doubt Onager cut through right away. So Doubt, Onager cuts through. He's going Halb Onager. And now Margu is going to go Champion, it looks like. Meanwhile, Siege Onager on the way for Anno, so it's not like it's just going to be Paladin for him. He has SO on the way. So he's been the Paladin player and the Siege player, which has put so much pressure on him. Margu, of course, did lose out to Doubt earlier. And I asked my chat if Torsen Engines was in. I honestly have to assume so. But I'm not seeing the extra splash damage from the bombard cannons on these shots just yet. Maybe it's a no for Jordan. You would think he would have it by now, so... He's got so many bombard cannons, though. Oh my goodness. And if you ever want a good buffer unit for bombard cannons, Halb is normally the answer. These war wagons, though, sniping a lot of the bombard cannons. Well played. Maybe if elite war wagon were to come in, it would change things. Look at this. We have an Onager cut this direction now. So the Onagers are going to cut towards Jordan's base here, so the Paladins can meet up with the rest of the force that we're seeing, which is interesting. I mean, trying to produce trade, produce Paladins, control your armies, and Onager cut just takes so much focus. The Viper adding more and more conks, getting more and more kills. Seems to have a really good position there. And Doubt's position here. I mean, I think Doubt could win this 1v1. That's the big problem right now. You could argue that Anno and Sato are neck and neck, maybe slightly outperforming, or let's just say 50-50 against Viper and Jordan. But what's not happening is they're not pushing back on this side. So we've got 3 separate 1v1s, 2 of which are close. This one not so close. And while, yeah, Champion is a really good play against Halb, there's not much to stop Doubt from just making more and more siege here, which could easily take care of all that. Paladins make it through. It just doesn't feel like it'll be that helpful. Jordan's castles are in a good spot. It does distract, though. And, oh, boy, Jordan's got a big ball of bombard cannons right now. Also, remember the trade. Haven't seen a whole lot from Sato and his wagons yet. Haven't done as much as maybe he was hoping for. But here come Paladins from Anno. And so Viper wins this side. And now Viper's going to swing. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Margu, how many champions do you have? Oh, geez, this is crazy. And buying this much time. So good from Jordan. Because if he could just buy a little bit of time, it could lead to them winning the other side faster. Think about it. Jordan's got a castle here to defend at least. He's got good production. But still, man, he's going to lose all of his cannons. But now Margus needs help. There's Siege Ram in for Doubt. He's got Fuhrer Celtica, so he's got 400 HP on the Rams. And so he's going to push down all of these buildings. There's no way to stop that. The conks are here as well. I think Margu's in big trouble. And while Jordan is also in trouble, it is more manageable for them because of the defensive structures. Because of the fact that Jordan can just make a bit more siege. Make a bit more in the way of Halbs. Also, the worst unit on the map right now, the least effective unit on the map, a unit that sucks in team games, Champion. He was kind of forced to go into it against the Halb push, but Champions are just not a unit you ever want to be making in team games. 70 HP. Conquistador. 16 base attack, 90 HP when elite. Paladin, 180 HP. Bombard cannon, crazy damage output. Wagons, 200 HP. Champions are just kind of a weak unit. What makes them strong in 1v1s is that they're good against trash units. I don't think it's necessarily a unit you'd want to go for here. Now, he's got 24 trade cards, though. Doubt only has 12. And Viper's Paladins have disappeared, as Viper's maybe having to send some support to the other side now. And overall, this game is still manageable for Deceptive Baguettes, though it does look like Gamer Legion are going to take this hill for the first time in this game. Still so many Conquistadors. I love the Bombard Towers. I think it's a great move to hold here. I think for Gamer Legion, they feel as though they started trade a bit earlier than the enemy. I believe they did, but they're actually behind in trade numbers, like massively behind compared to Anno. Anno's got ridiculous eco right now. He's got 50 trade cards, 143 eco. Like, maybe there's a chance if Siege Onager ends up coming over here, they could get some big shots in holding. But they've got to respond to this, and I'm just not seeing a lot from Anno at the moment. I'm actually curious on what he's up to. He might have actually overboomed here, chat. That's a thing. Everyone's got a lot of economy right now. Looking at Anno's resources, it doesn't actually look like he's floating much, I guess. These Bombard Cannons, though, so good from Jordan. I mean, he's lost a lot of them, but every time he loses some, he just makes more. And this Ethiopian pick, because they had free pick here, is looking much stronger than Koreans right now. That said, he's going to take out the castle and lose a dozen cannons. Which doesn't look pretty, but I don't think... If you have trade, it doesn't matter, right? Whereas stone, you have to buy in the long term to get more castles. Gold, you're going to get from trade, which they have. So I know it's not ideal, but I think it's more than fine. Of course, doesn't lose all of them. The Halbs just come in as a meat shield. They will eat the wagons if they get in close. Sito, 14 trade. He's losing his side, too. Here come Paladins. Paladins made it in. It kind of feels like that might be dealt with. You might see it catch up with them, though. Maybe the Paladins will get a few kills. And Paladins here from Viper, though. This is going to be harder to deal with. There's no castles here. There's no towers here. Viper will get right into that trade. Obviously something you don't want to see if you are Deceptive Baguettes. And Dowd is just loving life right now. Celts with full siege infantry against Halb and Champion is just a dream. Maybe not the Bombard Cannons. Maybe that's not a dream. But then Viper can send in a few Paladins and easy kills. Great teamwork from Gamer Legion. People were questioning, why pick Black Forest? Why would you pick Black Forest? I think Black Forest is one of the weakest maps for Deceptive Baguettes, but I think more than anything, I think Gamer Legion are actually really good on the more campy maps, even though they're also known for being open map players. Also, you have to say Dowd performed really well this game. I would not have said that he was the one I would have given an edge to in the Bill War, but he got the better of that engagement, and I think it made more sense to have Celts fighting against Spanish than Spanish fighting against Celts with the Bill War earlier. And boom! Big shot, man! Ethiopian Bombard Cannons are nuts. Yeah, that's where the GG's called. GG. The score is now all tied up 1-1. Not bad. A fun one there, guys. A fun one. I mean, it started off with the crazy Vil War. The back and forth with that. I think we did really see benefit to having Ethiopians here against Koreans. Like, I think what needed to work for Sito was that guard tower mangonel push. I might be fair to say, well, it's hard to really give anyone an MVP here, but honestly, Jordan's defense was really, really good. And the only thing I questioned from him this game was Royal Heirs. Apart from Royal Heirs, which I was correct, didn't do much for him. I think he defended nicely here. Remember, there was more than one army here for a while. Viper also defended nicely. Great damage control from him when the Paladins came in. He kept the numbers up. And then Doubt, of course, in Dark Age. And then we forgot about him for 2 ages. But then in the Imperial Age, a quick and easy cut through the middle. Early pressure with Halbs. I do think Margot did what he could do there as Spanish, going into champion, but then once Celts show up with the siege, or any enemy paladins show up, you just end up having some big problems. Crazy. Yo, Nick, what's up? Catching my first T90 stream ever. Been watching you for years. Well, welcome, welcome, welcome. We picked a good time. There's the KD. Sato's KD does not tell the full story there. What? Is that real? 302 kills, 131 deaths. I guess he was hitting and running a lot with the wagons. But I was not expecting to see that number right there. Economically, you can see Anno had an incredible boom this game. Incredible job, but really just came down to Sato lost his side against Jordan, and then Margu lost his side against Doubt. I think Anno was maybe the best player, at least boom-wise, in that game. Dictated the pace of the game for a bit, pressured Viper a lot, wasn't enough. But man, like how fun was that? I wouldn't want to cast 3v3 high-level Black Forest all the time. I think there's going to be a Black Forest tourney coming up. I will cast it, of course, but I'm not sure if I want to cast like every single stage, Black Forest every game. But it's a nice mix, you know? It's a nice mix. It's fun to see. It's fun to see how important they feel the position is here. Right? They outgot the position, ended up using the position later. We had some crazy stuff in this game. Not to mention, we got to see things that we don't normally see. You don't even see Ethiopians get to that many bombard cannons on maps like Arena. So very rarely do you get to see that many Torsen engine bombard cannons.